can see you. Ordinance MAG. Thank you for putting that smile on my face. I don't have one. Tochukume. Always right on time. Yeah, Bumi Oremi. Yeah, Ohochuku Peters. You guys are waiting. I'm waiting for more people to join us. We'll be here soon. Wow. My big sis, Kechi Kano, she's here watching. Collins Odo always on point. Tochukume says, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh, your itchy ears. Don't worry. Yeah. Bring them on camera. Okay, FBI is here. Already here watching. I can see you guys. Ah, my own distinguished. I can see you. Thank you for coming right here. Osinakachi, it does. My personal person. Yeah, let me also wave you back. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for coming online. Sparing your time. I know it's not easy. I'm not here with all my gadgets, so it's a bit difficult. That's why I was taking my time to fix the camera. Okay, Lemboye S. Adedeji says, my damsel, my angel, you go pay. You don't know, say, this one will cost you money. Yeah, I'm here. Good. Jack Austin, yeah, thank you. Thank you, you guys. Yeah, we'll soon hit the ground running because many of you got business to take care of, and then I also have one or two things. Oh, Chinaka gift is here, always on time. Wow, NRX, good to see you. Homa Obiandu, wow. Prince Anekon Ekpo, I met you yesterday. Good, it was fun. Seeing you live, not just on Facebook. Yeah, we got to keep it real. Need to meet more often. Anetie Ekong, that's the spokesman of the Honorable Minister for Niger Delta. Welcome, Allah Atiegoba. Welcome, as usual. Emmanuel, my news machine, my news brother. Chimenem Gilead, I'm in your town. You better come and take care of me, oh. Michael Amadi. Wow, so many of you. Wow, I'm so happy this morning. Peace in Lebem. Wow, my girl. Don't worry, I'm going to see you. I'm in your town, okay? I'm going to see you before I leave. Okay, so, yeah, if I missed your name. Okay, Justin Briggs. Omego Nukego is here. Even Priswelry, all the way from Polska, my city. I'm missing Polska. Make this corona stop, oh. I want travel. Max Sunday, Irona, welcome. Good to see you guys. Oh, Chinyere Victoria, what about you? Wow, it's a long time. I've not heard from you in a long while. Good. Yeah, so let's see if this camera, this one can stand because I'm out of my zone. I'm out of Abuja right now, so I'm trying to manage what I have to be able to do this video. We were not online for 2 days because I had to leave Abuja to answer the call of duty in Port Harcourt. And then yesterday was really a terrible day for me. Terrible day. Those who follow me on Facebook, you know that yesterday was really a sad day. It was a black day, and just trying to get over it, because I need to do what I ought to do. That's why I'm here. Otherwise, I'm supposed to be still in that mood. But thank you for those who called, for your messages. Once in a while, this program will be messages keep coming in, even on my WhatsApp and the rest. But we hope to get things done better, in a few more days. Okay, so I don't want to really talk much about politics. today. I'm not really in that mood because when I got that news yesterday, I was so devastated, so irritated, so angry. I've never, apart from the death of my sister's husband, incidentally, another medical doctor, chief medical doctor in Imo State, who was kidnapped, and eventually, after his release, he died because tetanus had, gone up there. And that's my only sister's husband, and it was really, really, that one, I couldn't show my, emotions. I couldn't even cry because I had to take care of my sister and the children. So you know what that means. I had to be strong for them. It was later on that the trauma actually affected me. So this time around, when I had this kind of news, another medical doctor, one of the best brains, I can tell you, humane, humble, homely. I don't know how to describe Dr. Chike Akunyili. I don't know the words. In fact, words failed me up till now. Chike was our neighbor in Enugu in those days, and a family friend too. He's one of the consultants in UNTH Enugu. And incidentally, my mom, being a caterer, was the one who used to cater for doctors when they had their professional exams. So of which doctors, that's consultants, the professors and the rest of them, and somehow we all got to hook up. We were very close. In fact, for my family, my mom, my sister, my brothers, yesterday was a very bad day because we all remembered his kindness, remember his humility, remembered everything about him. It's not that people won't die. We all will die someday. We all have our dates. But the violent way, the gruesome way the man was killed, had to go, the pain was what really got me, in tears all throughout yesterday. Wow. And thank God I didn't watch that video. Unfortunately for my sister, she opened the video not knowing it was somebody she knew. And this is somebody who lost her husband in almost a similar manner, even though he wasn't shot in the head and all that, but he was shot in the foot and with over 50 bullets riddled in the car they were riding in. And the husband had to ask her to leave the car, and escape to safety before they got him. So for her, it was another period of trauma, like reminiscence of what happened some years back. So it's so sad. The last time I went to Enugu and I went to see Dr. Chike in his hospital at Transekulu, I saw a man who was just living in a shadow of himself. Physically, he looked okay. Huge, black, tall, solid man. But you could see that the death of his wife took a toll on him, a heavy one, because he had always taken the back seat while Dora was at the front seat. And not because he was one of those weaklings of a man, not because he was a never-to-do-well of a husband, not because he was a dependent of a husband of his wife. No. Dr. Chike, many people don't even know him. He is actually the brain behind. Of course, all his children, they are all first-class materials, so you can understand what I mean. Very brainy, intelligent. I know when he started building that hospital. I know when he was he was staying in one smaller private hospital, and I know when he started building his hospital. I know all the shenanigans, all the scandals, all the talk about the wife, and it never deterred him from one day from supporting her. He gave the wife so much support, unlike what most men would do. And then each time this kind of thing happens, I always ask myself, what do I have to learn from this person's life while he was on earth? What? A man who could allow his wife to enjoy all the media, all the paparazzi, all the name calling, all the threats, and he stood by her till the last day. All the children are overseas and they are doing well. They are shattering ceilings and breaking records. And then suddenly, all they get to see, I'm sure maybe before they even got the news, they probably had seen the videos on WhatsApp groups, not knowing it was their own dear father lying in the pool of his own blood, struggling, staggering, even with a gunshot on his head, struggling to, stand up to survive. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it. So, who is responsible for this mess? That's what I'm asking you. If you have an idea, drop it in the comment section. Share the video and let everybody be part of this conversation. Who is responsible for this mess? So many theories, so many speculations. People are saying all manner of things. I don't really care. But a situation where the Igbo race, the Igbo nation continues to lose their best is actually a threatening one, is a frightening one. Who is going to speak for you? Those who killed Dr. Chike are not from the north. They are not Fulanis. They are not bandits. They are not Boko Harams. They are people with whom he speaks the same language, the same culture. He also has the same passion, over the injustice meted on his people. However, whether he's benefited or not, it was his own people died in his own land, in his own soil. A man who has saved lives, a man who has given care to so many lives. Mention his name in Enugu. Who doesn't know Dr. Akunyili? You guys got to hear of the wife because of politics and because, she started with PTF and then she moved on into politics and all that. No. Dr. Chike has been very much around, saving lives since 1900 at the UNTH Enugu. And then suddenly somebody cuts down his life for no reason. He was not involved in politics. He was not involved in any whatever shady deals. He was not involved. And somebody said to me that the battle was not yet over. And what was the battle? They are referring to the battle between the oil, the drug barons and the fake drug syndicate in Onitsha and the wife. You remember that story, that case? So, some people are looking at it from that perspective, that probably those people came after him because of how the wife stopped their business. For crying out loud, has Dora not even paid enough price? She died in the course of active duty, representing and then trying to help to build her nation. She died. So, what would make anybody take somebody's life just like that? Because you want to punish a man for the sins of his wife. This is Bible being reversed, though. Even when the Bible said the children will be punished for the sins of their fathers, the same Bible also later told us, after it said unto the fourth generation, it just said every man shall carry their own cross. What you sow is what you reap. It didn't say what you sow is what your children will reap, even though I still believe in generational blessings and generational curses. But why would anybody do that? The other, this thing, they said he was mistaken for a politician. So, who is the politician that would have been shot in that manner? Which politician deserved to be killed? Yes, I agree that some of our leaders are not doing well, but is killing the solution to this? It's not. I don't want to go into details what we see happen in politics, in government. A situation where you finish working, you finish putting in everything to support somebody to emerge, to win or to become, and he suddenly abandons you and now goes for his kith and kin, goes for his not surrogate, people that he feels that will not demand much, people who know they are not deserving of anything from him. So whatever he gives them, they are grateful, they are happy, they sing their praises. Is that the one I want to talk about? Is that the one? Are we talking about those who we have given the mandate to govern? We suffered, put them in office, and they are sitting on our collective commonwealth. And what do? They fritter it away. They are building hotels, building mansions, buying the best of vehicles, training their children in the best schools. Is that the one I want to talk about? Or is it the fact that when there are scholarship opportunities, if they don't have children or siblings or relatives they want to give it to, they sell those slots to outsiders rather than those who have helped them to become. They will never even make that offer to you. I don't want to go there because I'm really, really very angry. I'm also as angry as whoever that did this, if it is based on political reasons. But I will never kill and I will never shed blood. But I know what to do. Like we say, a mountain of fire. Any spirit responsible for this shall die. It's not a physical death, but that spirit shall be cut off. And what you deserve, what is yours will get back to you. What will I talk about politics? Chike is not one of these. Oh, he was neither here nor there. Some say, oh, he's related to Soludo. The wife is related to Soludo, but they were not talking until the wife passed on, and that the Soludo family, of course, were not there for the burial. I think Dora's sister was Soludo's mom and stuff like that. But that's not an issue. Has Dora not died? Whatever it is. And even if they had decided to everybody be on your own, stay on your own line of the divide, stay on your own side of the divide, is that enough reason? People should stop bringing in these things. It is outright criminality that is taking place in the southeast. Igbo land has become a war field, a war mine, where it is no longer the north killing the Igbos. It is the Igbos killing the Igbos. Is that the liberation they promised us? Is that the agitation that we are all involved in? Is that the injustice that we are fighting? Is that the marginalization where now, according to Ngige, the elites are now endangered? It wasn't up to 48 hours after Senator Chris Ngige made that statement that Chike was cut down. It wasn't. And it's as if it was prophetic. And I tried to reach Ngige yesterday, although I later saw his missed call late last night. I had slept. And to ask him, did you by any means know that something like this will happen? I'm not saying there haven't been other deaths, but the ones that are probably doing some kind of business, I don't know, is not really my concern for now. That a situation where people kill their best, ndị Igbo ji ejemba, ndị Igbo ga-abụ asị ka apụta ha apụta. As one about when you see a man, you see his long nose. These are men that when they stand, when their names are being reeled out, there'll be a standing ovation. Dr. Chike Akunyili fits in. And I'm even wondering what even went wrong. That a nation like this couldn't have even recognized such a man to put him where he will be of service to this country. And in any case, what's even the interest? What's even the interest if you become tomorrow, you're hunted down? You're threatening for those who are being sent on this mission and those sponsoring and applauding them and clapping for them. Let me tell you, by the time you finish killing your people, we will see whether you will survive it. Now everybody is running to Abuja. What if Ndi Ugwu begin to pursue us? What will happen? In those days, we were told, I wasn't born during the war, but I know a lot about the war. We had forests. We had what we call, in my place, Ohonta, that's behind your kitchen. Bushes, escape routes. And people were able to move, escape when the Nigerian army was invading, was coming. They will move. They will escape for safety with their children at risk. They were living in forests. Some were beaten, snake bites, all manner of things, and they died. Some got lost in the process. The young maidens were forcefully taken away and married off till today. Some don't even know their roots anymore. And then what happens? Now, everybody is building. All the bushes are gone. All the escape routes are gone. There's nowhere to run to. So when these people come after us, where are we going to hide? You are not thinking. Is there anybody they will find in your community that they will respect well enough to say, if not for this man, I would have cleared these people? You're not thinking. Whether they call it agitation, I don't care. That is not my idea of agitation. Killing your own, kidnapping your own, slaughtering your own, and wasting their blood. That's not my idea. I don't care how anybody feels. we've been having all manner of threats before now, so it's nothing new. But to say that a man will be so brutally murdered for any reason is never a just cause and will never be. And then, of course, this takes me to the leadership of Ndibo, the Southeast. What are you guys doing? Where is the, what do you call it, security vote that you guys are being given? I was telling my elder brother last night, he was asking me, because those of them that live overseas for all these years, they don't understand certain things. So sometimes their comments are based on what they think they know. And he was saying, how was Wike able to contain these people in River State, particularly in Oyibo, to the point that even the sit at home is not taking place there? I told him it's a simple thing. He requested for military backup, and they gave him. But you know what? If you're a governor, you request for backup, you will pay. You will feed them and give them their allowances. So if you ask for 50 soldiers, they give you 50, but those 50 will be under your, aside their salary, every other thing, their upkeep, their feeding 3 times a day or be 2 times a day, the government will be responsible for that. That's how it works. You know. So he now asked me, so why is it that it's not happening in Abia, it's not happening in Anambra, it's not happening? I said, those people are not ready to bring out their security votes. If they bring out their security vote to request for more, the money that they are making, they will no longer make. So the best thing is secure themselves and their immediate family, then let Igbo also born. Let others born. They can go to hell. All they will do is to write, we place bounty. Anybody that can find the killers. If you find the killers, have you found the man? Has he resurrected Lazarus from the grave? This, that, all manner of 1 minute silence. Oh, the family, blah, blah, blah. Talking nonsense everywhere. Like whatever the man has gone to the grave with, you can get it back. It's just like a puzzle. Once a piece is missing, that puzzle can never be complete. Never. Any blood, any brain wasted, you can't have it back. Even if you have something close to it, it can't be the same anymore. That's the truth of the matter. So why not spend the money and secure your state? Why not? Why are you amassing wealth that you're not even sure of tomorrow? Tomorrow you're going to leave office. And when you leave office, do you know the funny thing? You won't have the privilege of the kind of security you have now. You will not. So you become marked again by the same people. So people might say, you're not even commending the governors, they are doing well, they are trying. I know a lot about governance. I've been involved for 3 decades. So I can tell you what I'm talking from experience. They are keeping the money, they don't want to spend the money, and the people are dying. There's insecurity. You receive calls, you want to go to the village, you say, don't go to the village, don't travel. So I'll be running away from where I come from. Well, let me see what the comments, some of the comments that are coming. Let me see what you guys, Ken Agala, it says, wow, so candid. Wow, thank you. Ronka, it says, watching, yeah. Okay, Boma, I want to read out what you're saying, Boma. Thank you. I'm seeing the comments, interruption coming here. Okay, Stephen Dibora says, Adoha International. Oh, Amarachi Daniels, my cousin. Thank you, all the way from Austria. He says, great job. Thank you. And then Alex Sukaru Owuru Oyavu says, Alex says, governance failed us. They sell opportunities to their concubines and the likes. But even at that, no one should be brutally wasted that way. What is this? What is happening? What a way to cruelly waste a life. Oh my God. Niyi Tabiti, my friend, says, the Southeast is now the hotbed of killings of their best. Nothing, in fact, no better way to describe what is going on right now. Then Ene Eric says, Ike Guru. Yeah, everybody don't tire. Then Justin Briggs says, very unfortunate situation. Leaders in the South need to rise up against these bastards that want to turn God. I don't think it's about his late wife, and no man's life is worth taking, regardless, including the politicians. Mistaking him for a politician is not also a reason. All lives matter. His relationship with Soludo is not also enough for his is not enough reason for his life to be taken. Again, the leaders in the East should rise up against these people. Today it is Dr. Chike. Tomorrow it may be you or me. God forbid. But what God forbid is what man permits. The jurisdiction here is given to man. So it is we that will enforce that thing that God forbids. And I think that's what Justin Briggs is talking about here. Boma Amaso says, the intelligentsia in the southeast allowed a justified struggle. Intelligentsia in the southeast allowed a justified struggle for self-determination to be run by empty heads. No tact, just noise and violence. Very unfortunate, very unfortunate. People should wake up. And yeah, I need to say something about this. Yeah, I completely agree with your position. When I went to Umuahia, what do you call it? The museum, the Ojukwu Monka, and they were taking us around, showing us all that transpired, during that time. I saw men, quality men, professors, doctors, men of substance who were part of that struggle. The I remember Emma Okpara actually donated his house. That's where they built that bunker when Enugu failed. Yeah. Or when Enugu fell. That's the way they say it. Okay? I'm not a Biafra child. I was born after the war. So, permit me for that error. So, and these were men. What are their names? The poets we had then. They were all involved. The engineer, somebody drew what do you call it? A situation where there is no strategy, no tact. You're not carrying people along. Instead, you abuse everybody. You insult even those who ought to be part of it. If there's anybody who should be part of that struggle, I should be. Because aside the fact that I've done some developmental things where I come from, I've vested in humanity. And again, I've also worked for these same politicians we're talking about. Very many of them, not the ones you think you know. There are some you don't know, who have decided not to do the needful for me. But will I get angry and carry arms? No. I always believe in the God factor. When your time comes, no man can stop it. When God decides to bless you, if it says this person can't help you, if he shuts the door, nobody can open. That's the truth of the matter. And when he opens it, nobody can shut it. So that's why I don't get upset. I don't get angry. Because I know that if God has not allowed it, it won't be so. It's not about any politician. It's not about any leader. It's not about anybody you've worked for. But in any case, everybody can't have the understanding like me. So you have to be careful the way you treat people. You have to be careful. So when those of us who ought to be part of the struggle are now even being threatened, are now even living in fear, we are not allowed to speak up just simply because, she's close to this politician, she's close to that politician. That is the only sin you have to commit. Once they know you are close to a politician, you are not part of the struggle. Who says so? Who has aired their views more than myself against the injustice meted on our people? No. And in any case, who is the symbol of the Igbos? Is it the man that lives overseas, living large and in charge, who has a lot of money in different accounts, who is being protected by British government and other governments? Are they the ones who have citizenship of other countries, who are living in well-organized places? Or myself and those of us who are here suffering, struggling to make it, fighting to make sure that the legacies of our fathers are not wasted, making sure that bushes don't cover our parents' houses and their graves. We are the ones. We are the ones wearing the shoe, and we are the ones who should fight. But we are very tactful. Like this man said, you don't just fight. You just take up weapons and begin to fight the air. You must be strategic. You must rise until you get to the point where your voice can be heard. And even when your voice is heard, you must learn, because the Bible says in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, there's a time for everything under the sun. And for everything, every season, there is a time for every purpose. You don't just begin to fight all your life. You have to sit down and go back to the drawing board. I think that's where they are missing it. Emmanuel Chike says, depriving our own region in name of agitation, we are undoing our own very self. Nei Tabiti said, the Northerners are killing themselves every day. The East too. Southwest is a lot better because Yoruba love enjoyment than killing themselves. I like that. That's some humor. But when I know they enjoy past me, or me as Sabi Badu pass you. So tell me something else, Nei. And then, well, keep the comments coming and then we'll respond to them. We'll also, but like I said, it's time for everybody to go back to the drawing table. The country, the way it currently is now, is on a precipice. It's burning. It's drifting. Let's not pretend about it. It's not about party. It's not even the fault of Buhari. It's something that has been entrenched in the foundation of this country as far back as the time the British took over the reins of power. We need to sit down and talk. Things just can't continue the way they are. There must be something that we can do to stop all this. The killings getting out of hand. The other time, it was the youths in Imo State killed themselves, offered themselves, and they felt it was a sacrifice for the struggle. No, you have to be alive to fight. Because if you die, there's no power in the grave, I can tell you. Not even your spirit can fight. Your blood may speak, but can your blood fight? That's the truth. So, we don't want any more blood. Like Sonny Okosun will sing, we don't want to fight any more war. We don't want to shed any more blood. Nigeria belongs to all of us. Every ethnic group, no matter how small, deserves a place. We must get to the point where in this country, you want to run election, you don't need to go cap in hand begging to those who think that they have the power or they have the numbers. And you cannot, because you feel that it is also your right, you despise your own people who come from the other side. Some people have been making all manner of comments. They have the ones they call the Southern Governors, Northern Elders Forum, and all the Gohanese and the rest of them. What is wrong with dialogue? What is the grandstanding for? What are the threats for? At the end of the day, you encourage these gun-wielding young men, who are hiding under the cloak of agitation to do these things. That's what they are doing. Basically, if you ask me, 3/4 of those who are doing this, 3/4 of those who are doing this are nowhere part of the agitation. In fact, the people who started IPOB are no longer even in charge of IPOB. It was hijacked. And so, now, those who hijacked it have also lost control. And that's why the criminal elements have now are now using it to perpetuate their own evil and their own crime. That is it. So, you don't start an agitation you can't control. That is it. In any case, I think that there's need for us to sit down again as the people and talk. Somebody says it won't work because we have our representatives in the National Assembly. The representatives in the National Assembly, well, they are okay. They are comfortable. Some are speaking, but some are speaking because it's tainted with political leanings, not because they are sincere. So, I don't know where we are going from here, but I think that these bloods, according to the former First Lady, these bloods that we are shedding, one day this blood will speak. And when it starts speaking, blood has a voice. Nobody will be safe. So it's a wake-up call for those who are behind this violence. It's a wake-up call. It's a wake-up call for those who are in governance, if truly they are. If they can get Dr. Chike, a harmless, ordinary citizen, a caregiver, a lifesaver, a perfect gentleman, not involved in politics, not involved in your shady businesses and all what not. If they can get him, they can get you. Don't think that you are safe. This is the time for you to use your good office to speak up. This is the time for you to rise up to the occasion so that you can enjoy the money you are making from politics and government now. Otherwise, I don't want to say it, but I just want to end this video by, I don't have a good voice, so but I think many of you, even the woman that sang the song also didn't have a good voice to me, if you ask me, but she makes real sense. Ndị Igbo teta n'ụla, teta n'ụla, ụmụnne m teta n'ụla, o teta n'ụla, ndị enyi m teta n'ụla, teta n'ụla. She now asked a question. Ogini kpatara ife a? What is responsible for this mess? That's what Christy Estienne Igbokwe said. These were the songs, the lines of her song several years ago. And today, as if she was a prophet, they are coming to pass. What is causing the fall of Ndi Igbo? Are we now the enemies of our own selves? Are we going to continue to blame? Is there any Hausa Fulani involved in this? They told us that the reason why they form Ebubago, ESN, Kekerike is because of the Hausa Fulani and the bandits. Thank you. Una try. But those ones have gone back to their homes and they are continuing their killings there. Mindless killings. That one is another topic for another day. And then what happens to you? You have now turned to become the Igbo Fulani bandits. The Igbo Fulani herdsmen bandits. Killing your own people. Is that the reason? Well, you can make this video viral. You can help share this video if the message you get, to them. And I believe that, even in our stupidity, there's still some sense. Those who are doing this will now begin to recall and say, look, we need to stop this. Except you're telling me that it's pure assassination. If it is pure assassination, fine. No problem. Continue. But one day, every day for the thief, one day for the owner of the house. And the day you're caught, you will go in for it. Thank you all for coming on this program. I just had to speak to you. Otherwise, I didn't want to do any video. We'll probably continue tomorrow. And if there are other topics you want us to discuss, you can either drop it in the comment section, or also send me message inbox. I've been receiving quite a lot of messages and then some issues people want us to talk about. We're not afraid to discuss anything here. We're not afraid. Everybody go die one day. We know they fear. But nobody go fit kill me when my time never come. I know they fight for your own. And they fight, make it good for us. So that if the East stays, the West will stay. If the North stays, the South will stay. That's all. And a situation where an Okeke, an Okonkwo, an Okafo, Tom Priye, Timi Priye, Wike, Akpabio, an Amechi, an Ngige, an Ogbonneonu, an Ararume, and every of our brothers from the ones considered to be minorities can afford to aspire to the highest position of this country without having to go cap in hand begging. I'm going to deal with that issue very soon because I'm very, very angry with what is going on in some places. We cannot continue to disregard our own and worship those we think who will give us power. For 2023, anybody that we are going to support, me in particular, my pain, it has to be somebody that has been tested and proven to be a true Nigerian. Not the one that will carry the whole thing and push to one side and tell his people, don't worry, next when you vote me second time, I will do it. So keep doing good, keep praying, and keep safe. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Love you. Bye.